from injury. Unfortunately, he took a really hard spill on that shoulder. I think they're just going to be cautious with him, make sure that he's healthy going into the tournament. They're going to have a little bit of a break, too, going into the tournament.
Sure will. Regular season finale on Tuesday down the road in Durham. Tyson picks up where he left off at Little John in December. Playing his last game at PNC Arena. P.J. Hall straight away, 3. 5-zip Clemson. Double team comes. Entry feed knocked away by P.J. Hall.
Now, I will say, too, Burns probably the best passing big man out of the double team that I've seen.
Jarkel Joyner. Hall and Burns. P.J. with a nifty fadeaway move. No good for Morcell on his first outside shot today. Here comes Chase Hunter. Tyson to the corner. Galloway sticks the 3.
Doesn't turn the ball over either.
Smith to Morcell. Bang!
But he's a huge part. When he's knocking down threes, it's a big weapon. Speaking of knocking down threes.
Chase Hunter has 6 points. Joyner off the front rim. Rebound tipped by Burns, controlled by Hunter. Well, look, Clemson hit shots early against Syracuse. And they're hitting shots early again today in Raleigh.
Well, Kevin Keats still jawing at the referee. And he's having to be assisted back to the bench. Here's the look. I mean, Clemson is just on fire.
I thought really the key was Burns and Hall, whichever one could not get in foul trouble. Shot clock winding down. Smith beats the buzzer.
Right, and they found that it was a great swing.
Reaching foul before the break was on NC State's Greg Gant. First play off the bench for R.J. Godfrey. He lost it, but then the Tigers recover inside, and no points.
Right, that's a big thing for Burns, too. He's had trouble staying on the floor with foul trouble.
There's what you want to see from T.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're not seeing a big basket.
Season low in the fast break department for one of the best pace teams in the ACC. DJ Burns for 2.
You know, you're not going to block that shot. He keeps you off balance with that body contact.
Hall fakes it, takes it, makes it.
And see, he's making Burns pay on the, but Smith and Joyner right up there at the top.
Hall just working DJ Burns at this end of the floor. Galloway. Oh, zips it inside. Tough catch. And Godfrey finishes at the rim. Timeout, NC State.
Now listen, that was first turnover of the game for Clemson, and NC State turns you over more than anybody in the league.
Oh, my goodness. Brevin Galloway. He's got 10 in the game, and it's a 10-0 run. 31-13. Are you kidding me? DJ Burns, a chance to carve into the deficit. Going to the line. Tigers never trailed on Wednesday, led by as many as 25. Hunter Tyson right back to work off the bench.
Easy that time. That was underneath out of bounds. One pass to a relatively open jump shot.
Big of a lead as the Tigers have had yet. Jarkel Joyner, whether it's 34-17 or 35-17. Oh, Greg Gant slams it in.
Mahorchich and Clark both out. That opened up time for him.
Yeah, he's been a great piece, but what about P.J. Hall? When he plays well, the team plays well.
And interesting, too. NC State is really committed. And
wow, another foul and a 3. Shefflin gives it to Hunter. Over to Galloway. For Quavion Smith playing with the 2 fouls, and Galloway just bolted right past him. Day of ACC basketball. All 4 of the Big 4 are at home today.
Yeah, and that the bottom 6 is pretty much decided for the tournament.
And 1.
And there's Burns and what he does.
Yeah, they're good. Deep, different.
Excellent. One of the better backcourts. I really think that Clemson now
aren't shooting the ball great today. 28.6% from 3. Hunter Tyson finds his spot and rattles in the 3.
Well, you know what? And you talk to the Clemson people and going in the last week.
Fans want more of this matchup. DJ over PJ. And he had a few big assists when the Deeks did double down on him at the Joel.
But, I don't think that Brad Barnell will change defensively.
Brevin Galloway knocks down the 8th.
There's a whole different dynamic and mindset to offenses.
DJ Hall does it again, looking right into the student section that was heckling him, who somehow lost at the Yum Center last Saturday. Still hard to believe. That's college basketball for you. Clock winding down. Beadle puts it in. DJ Hall comfortable to take it himself. Backing down Burns with a left hand off the glass. DJ passed over 1,500 points in his career earlier today. PJ's closing in on 1,000. Meanwhile, Burns is turned with a left hand. I don't use this word lightly. He strutted onto the court with getting the fan support. Shefflin, somehow gets it to go.
They got to get out. They got to score off of turnovers in transition. I mean, they've shown in this game they will let Burns do that.
Fans thought Middlebrooks dragged the pivot foot. Galloway gets to the spot again and scores. And they've won 8 straight ACC home games.
And it's going to be very tough for them to get back in this game in the half court, although that helps.
Yeah, it does. Another chance for a 3-point play. Working on Jarkel Joyner. Number 1 versus number 1. And Hunter banks it in.
Today, he does have 7 rebounds, but 9 points. Hasn't taken many shots.
Big 3-pointer for Casey Morsell. Galloway, 24 points already. Sets up Chase Hunter. Bottoms.
Wow. But you know what? They're doing a good job keeping them in front. Smith, there's no driving lane.
NC State needs some more of that.
Huge shot. A tough 3 under duress.
12.7 rebounds for Tyson, who comes to help, and Burns just sneaks by him for 2. Chase Hunter missed it, slam follow. PJ Hall. Just call a game right there.
He was 4 of 19 on the year going in.
Burns now with 21.
And it's still way early for this Clemson team to go into their victory trot.
Good dig down defense there from Chase Hunter. Numbers for Clemson. All the way goes Dylan Hunter.
Taking a lot of time off the clock, throwing the ball into him. And
all alone, Ian Shefflin. Timeout State.
Yeah, when you hold that backcourt to 6 of 24 combined, you're going to win a lot of games against North Carolina State.
It goes in for Hunter. But with 9 minutes to go, I don't really feel that coming.
Especially, with Joyner, back-to-back 29-point games for him. As explosive as this team can be.
And no, loose ball controlled by Joyner. Numbers for the pack. Morsell, 3. Shefflin goes down. Good no call. And a flop warning has been assessed, and this will be one free throw. But a 30-point win
on the road
looks a whole lot different than a 12, 13-point win.
Well, against the tournament team as well.
Creeping closer. 23 for DJ. Chase Hunter rushed it, missed it, followed by Godfrey, and that's a killer for NC State.
I think, with NC State, they can suffer through one of their backcourt having an off night, but they can't have both of them off.
That's a good point. Hunter finds the range there. He's got 13 now. Corner 3, good. Timeout.
Down in Georgia Tech, he owns their broadcast.
Shefflin inside for 2. Speaking of
all year long,
Duke UNC at Cameron at noon tomorrow on your regional sports networks. Duke going for a regular season title. Galloway bumps Ross. Well, here they're within 21. Now it's 25.
Even the more aggressive they've been on this full court pressure, Clemson really has had not very much trouble with it. And they've when Duke and Carolina are perceived to be having a down year, it affects the whole conference.
Sure does.
It affects how the rest of the country looks at this conference. Well, it's going to come down, I think, to shooting, and it's going to come down to the backcourt with Davis and Love.
Middlebrooks